there, Tracy and Fitz. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Video lesson for today. 3 things I want to talk about. I'll go down the list, and as usual, if you have questions for me or when you look at anything, feel free to shoot that on over and I'll do my best to answer. Cool. Number 1 is continuation of our free stroke exercise. Like I said before, tricky technique, but we have, I think, like 4 or 5 more pieces to get through before we see it in actual real music. So we have plenty of time to get it down. Let's make sure we're working on it. So this is that free stroke exercise based off of this right here, back towards the palm. Then we bring our thumb to the 6th string and brush the strings, right, as a review. And then placing fingers 2 and 3, placing fingers I and M in middle finger on strings 2 and 3, resting the thumb here on the 5th string. What you want to do to make sure you get this right is you take a pencil, and this knuckle right here should be over top of the adjacent string below. So you shouldn't be pulled back like this and doing the technique, otherwise you'll run into the other strings with the tips of your fingers. You'll be over top of those strings, a slight bend in the wrist, looks something like that right there. And then your index finger touching G string and middle touching the B string. You press in and straight back towards the palm. This motion right here. So you don't want to do this, not this. Here, push in, straight back towards the palm, avoiding this motion right here. I see that a lot. So you're over top of the strings. Like I said, take a pencil from the 2nd knuckle right here. That should be over top of the adjacent string below. Sound at the same time. Straight back into the palm. What I did in school to get this technique down was I used to tape my first flange joint right here. So I used to tape this up, and I walked around like that for 2 weeks. And then after that 2 weeks, I had no problem doing this. So that's maybe a conventional way of going about it, but it worked for me. You can try with Fitz if you want to tape his first knuckle joint if you have trouble having him do that. So that's what I did when I was first on it. It worked actually really well. Within 2 weeks, I had the technique down. Right, so straight back towards the palm. Point number 2 is meadow minuet. I think it measured 25. Just to go over the tricky part of the song is the challenge section. This is this part right here as a that shift, right? So we have our A right here, because we have our A scale, right? Because that's the key this song is in. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A right there. And what I'll do is I'll go A, G sharp, A, shift up to C sharp. And what I'll do for that is, for the C sharp, I practice doing that ninja note thing where I like close my eyes and see if I can consistently hit that C sharp right there. That way when I do this, I land right at the right spot. Another thing you can do to get better at this is the chromatic scale. I don't think we've talked about that recently. No, I need to make it. Oh, no, we did. We did back on the 30th. We talked about the chromatic scale. That's this guy right here. There we go. If you notice when I'm playing that, my fingers are all above the 2nd string. That way I don't do this. So if I get my pinky down here like this, right? You have to reach up and grab this. You want to keep those fingers poised right over top of the string. So, see how my finger goes to pull down this way? Keep it right over top. Right, keeping the fingers poised right above the string. So doing a chromatic scale would be definitely beneficial at this point of the series. A, G sharp, A, because you keep that A up, or sorry, the pinky up, then shift up here, and while keeping these fingers poised over top of the string, so not this, right? Keeping the fingers right over top of the string. So work on that challenge section of meadow minuet and everything up through measure 25. And then it's just a nice little hop, skip, and a jump to the end of book 1, and then we'll begin work on book 2. And speaking of working on book 2, I want him to start listening to book 2. The first one definitely should listen to is Long, Long Ago. There's nothing new, technically speaking, in this. Usually the first piece of a book doesn't really have, it's not pushing into new ground in terms of technique. So listen to Long, Long Ago. Like I said, there's nothing new in there, but it does use the A scale. So make sure you keep on practicing the A scale, because that's what they're using there for the melodic material in that melody. Cool. Work on those for me. Work on the chromatic scale, even though I didn't write it down here. I want you to work on that for me. And like I said, if you want to look at anything, if not, I will see you guys same time next time. Let's see if I think you're in next week. Yes, good to see you next week. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.